lot going on, so I'm a little out of practice and I'm way behind on posting videos for you guys. I first had to move, so that took a couple of months to get that all taken care of. And then to take a break, I went on vacation, so I headed for Florida and stayed there for a while. So now, to get myself back in the practice of things, I am going to just make some ATC cards because I ordered these cards from T.Art, and I ordered these a long time ago and I haven't used them. And these are more of a really stiff cardboard. I love them. And then she had these the other day, and so I went ahead and ordered these. So now I have a lot and we might as well use them up. I love to do ATCs. I love to do coins. I love to do even the artist trading blocks. I haven't seen too many of those swaps going on lately, but so let's get to it. I don't know, today I think we'll use the watercolors because I have these. Ordered these months ago. I haven't even really used them, so I don't really have an opinion just yet. And I'm also not an expert, so if they're not great, probably won't even know. So, but we'll use the watercolor. I don't even have a plan exactly, just I made a set that had watercolor on them and I love them, so I'm gonna try to just maybe recreate those, and let's just see what we can come up with. While I've been moving and while I was excited over my years and doing all of this, is I'm learning new things. And I started out junk journaling, making tags, and I think that all of the processes and all the different kinds of paints and the watercolors and the inks, all of those things that we use for one type of art project can be used in a lot of different projects. So it took me a little while to realize that I could do watercolor in my junk journal, or when I learned to do it in my art book, I was so excited. So I'm actually even going to smear this on my left hand. I think that a lot of our techniques all can be used in whatever medium you want on the project that you're working on. So I think, I don't know why that was, I could use them all in the same, all my different projects. So told you I'm out of practice. I'm already stuttering here. I can't decide on what I want to say. So it's like I can't chew gum and talk at the same time. I probably can't paint and do this at the same time. So bear with me. It'll get better. So, all right, let's add some yellow. Show you in case you're new. And I'm, I have things that I'm really good at and I have things that I'm not good at and I'm learning. And so I just was so intimidated when I started. So if ever there's someone new to any of the scenes, junk journaling, watercoloring, inking, stamping, there's so many things. Like if there's anybody new, I want them to know that you don't have to be an expert at all. And you just develop your own style. Like I used to think, I don't have a style. But if you look at all my videos, you can tell that I did them because they all look the same. They all have the dark, grungy, orange kind of colors and that type of thing. So just when you think you don't have a style yet because you're new at it, it happens. You just depending on the stickers that I find that we can put on here. So let's let these dry and I'll go look for what we're going to put here. So I'm going to put this on just a little because I love this color. I know it's from Tim Holtz. And then I'm going to use my StazOn. I'm just going to place these maybe not in the middle, maybe up towards the top a little bit. Maybe we could put a little word or phrase or something here. So sorry about the camera, out too dark. So if nothing else, it just gives it a little ink in the background, and we'll put something else over it. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and just use the same stamp we'll just use it for some background color, or noise as some people call it. So all right, off to the drawing board then to see what we are going to use for our focal point. Okay, so I needed to kind of get an idea of where I was going to go with these, and I am going to ink the edges, which I normally do on just about everything. And then I have these stickers. I had some stickers that were travel related, so I thought we'll just put these on there. Maybe they'll look like suitcase latches or something. So I'm going to ink the edges with this blue Distress, and you can see I got this one at the reuse store, and I paid $1 for it, and it was brand new. It's was still taped up, so I love to go there and get my items. So I'm going to ink the cards, and then I'm going to pick out some of these little hinges and see what we can do with that. Okay, so stickers, and they're probably not going to stick well, so I'd probably just put some Mod Podge or something on the back. Okay, so area, I think I would like to have something kind of frame the sticker. So we'll try this. It has a little airplane, so we'll put that on there. And these stickers, I'm pretty sure I got at Dollar Tree. So we'll just put this little guy here. This is Jane Davenport Ice Palace. And I've never used these either. They come in this. I want everyone to know that it's possible to make really cute ATCs, or I'm just looking around the room just grabbing whatever's here. Everything is kind of not disorganized, but in different places for me, so I'm just grabbing. And I'm going to put a little bit of watercolor here using the brush, and then I don't want it to stay like that, so we're going to wash it out. Then, if you don't want it so stark, then you could just dab it. And there you go. I think it's cute already. I'm going to outline the little plane a little bit. I don't want too much blue, so you could outline in a different color. Just do my focal points, so I'm going to take away some of that. So, all right. Add a little bit of red back in here. Okay, so I'm going to add some black, maybe outlining around the edges. And I think I got them at the Dollar Tree. And there's two tips. And then this one is green and one is kind of purple. So I'm just going to see if I want to put any of that on here at all. So you can stop here. I never know when to stop, so I'm just going to keep creating, adding some color and some background to it. Every little thing that you put on your card or your piece of work or your journal, your Rolodex cards, whatever you do is going to add a little more dimension, a little more style, and just add to that. So even my little blue things, little splashes here, I love them. So my little lines here, you can see that just added just a little extra something. So you can embellish as much as you want. You can put the lines around the edges, add little dots, splash paint on there in a dark color. That would be pretty. So, you know, of course, you know, the ideas are endless. And what you put on one side, you put on the other side as well in some fashion. And then that kind of draws all of your little details together. So definitely going to have to move the camera off of this little setup. And this is easy. And these are things that when I started, I thought, oh my gosh, I can never do something, you know, so cute and so neat. What it's doing for the card. So see, now we've added a little more background, and so just to give it a little more interest. So every little part that you put on there, you're adding interest to your card. You're developing your style. You're seeing what you like. I mean, if I just really didn't like this, you can always paint over it, take it apart, you know. I'm going to take it to this point. I'm going to work on the other three, see if we can get some matching cards, and then I'll be back. Like when you ink around the edges is now my yellow has turned into a little green, a little purplish. So you're adding color just by inking the edges. There's my little hinges. I think they kind of look like suitcase latches or hinges, so that's cute. Let's get the next sticker. See what will fit. Okay, let's have this little sticker here. Cover everything in Mod Podge, so that will help it stay down, since I'm trying to put stickers on top of a watercolor. So the Mod Podge will help just seal everything so it stays. I'm just wetting it more because I don't want that really harsh line there. Here we go. So we're going to add a little color here. I'm telling you, nothing fancy, but they are going to turn out so cute. So along with the suitcase, there's, let's see, how about the hat? I'm not sure what this is, but I think I'm going to use the hat. They kind of go. So then just decide where you want to have that. You want to sit it on the suitcase. We could do that, or we could just have it. If I can get my hands out of the way. I think we could just have it as if it was kind of just balancing here. How's that? Okay. So I don't have a word small enough to go on there, but maybe in another sticker set I will have something related to travel I can put on there. Okay, so I couldn't find stickers that were clear like these to add a word, so I did find some rub ones. Let's see if they're going to stick. Sorry, no camera shaking. Okay, so I turned the camera off so that I didn't shake so much. I will just add the little extra colors like we did on this card. So this time I know I'm going to add the black dots so I can kind of change where I put my lines so that I leave more room for my dots later. And it really does seem very small just to add dots to your page, but I think if you watch anybody's videos, you'll see that adding dots, adding splatters, that all just putting some kind of border around your picture always adds interest and kind of excitement, like just adding dots to something gave it so much more character. So, and you can make different borders. You can make squiggly lines, a squiggle, then a dot, maybe a Morse code looking kind of edge on there as well. It doesn't have to just be dots like this. And I put the little spots of paint. So I think we have 2 matching cards so far. I think they turned out cute. I didn't have a plan. I can almost get all of the lamppost. I think we're going to put it. So for this one at the lamp just barely fit. The bicycle didn't fit, and it didn't look right. I've gone over the hinges a little bit here, but that's okay. That's okay. I think it looks good. And we'll put the bicycle maybe on the other one. I always make my cards in 4, and I think like when you're making them for a swap, you have to make several, and so I just get used to making them in 4s. And I don't know, when I just make 2, I feel like it's not complete, but you can just make 1. You don't have to make 4. You don't have to make 2. In my head, that's just what I do. I just get out 4 and I make them match. So how many you make is up to you. And so in the end, you're also going to want to just lay them flat somewhere. When they're completely dry, put something on them. It's watercolor paper, so the more you wet it, crinkles a little bit, not too bad. So let me add my little dots and dashes here. Okay, we're all done. All 4 cards all have the same stickers. They all have the same dots. They all have the same hinges, just different sizes. For me, like I said, I'm not. Sorry, I lost a clip right there, but I just wanted to say I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope if you're a beginner or not, that you learned something new, or you just enjoyed watching the process and kind of getting ideas. I love to watch other people's videos and get inspired and come up with ideas as well. So thanks again for joining me. Come back for the next video. Let's see what we're going to get into the next time. Take care and see you then.